Did you know that behind Darci Lynne's bright smile and jaw-dropping ventriloquism talents lies a story filled with unexpected pain and personal struggle? She captured America's heart when she won America's Got Talent at just 12 years old, wowing the world with her puppets and powerhouse voice. But as the spotlight grew brighter, so did the pressure, and what was once a dream come true began taking a toll on her mental and emotional well-being. Stick around to learn how a seemingly perfect life came with heartbreaking costs, and why her story is resonating with so many today. Darci's rise to fame was meteoric. Almost overnight, she became a household name, performing to sold-out crowds and appearing on major TV shows. Yet with that fame came a whirlwind of expectations that no child was ever meant to carry. Behind the scenes, Darci struggled to balance her personal growth with an overwhelming career. The demanding schedule, constant public scrutiny, and pressure to keep up her bubbly persona began to chip away at her sense of self. Friends and family began noticing how drained she looked when the cameras weren't rolling. As Darci entered her teenage years, the pressure intensified. Like many young stars, she faced the challenge of growing up in front of the world, while trying to figure out who she really was beyond the stage. Social media didn't make it easier. Critics picked apart everything from her voice to her appearance, making it nearly impossible for her to just be a normal teenager. Behind the curtain, Darci was dealing with anxiety, self-doubt, and burnout, but she kept performing, hoping to meet everyone's expectations. The smile stayed, even when the joy behind it had started to fade. By 2023, Darci began quietly stepping back from the limelight, focusing more on her personal healing and mental health. In interviews, she hinted at the challenges of growing up too fast, and how she wished more people understood the darker side of fame. Fans were shocked to hear how lonely and overwhelmed she often felt, even at the height of her success. But her honesty was powerful. It allowed others, especially young performers, to realize they weren't alone. She used her voice not just for singing, but to speak out about the importance of self-care and boundaries. Now, in 2025, Darci is slowly re-emerging, but on her own terms. She's more selective about her projects and more open about her emotional journey. The tragedy in her story isn't just about what she lost, it's about what she nearly lost: her peace, her identity, and her love for performing. What makes it heartbreaking is that so many never saw it coming. Behind the puppets and applause was a young girl carrying the weight of a world that didn't always see her as human. But today, she's learning to reclaim her life with strength and grace. Darci Lynne's story is a sobering reminder that success doesn't guarantee happiness. Her tragedy isn't one of failure, but of sacrifice, the kind too often demanded of young stars. Yet there's hope in her resilience. She's still here, still talented, and now more grounded than ever. And perhaps that's what makes her journey even more inspiring. Because while the world may remember her as the girl with the puppet, Darci is finally showing us the young woman behind it, strong, vulnerable, and ready to write her next chapter on her own terms.